to seeing him like laughing maniacally and ripping your skin off of your body by like knifing you every day. And he's like looks like a concerned parent who's just talking to a little kid right now and trying to, deal with her while dividing his attention and talking to you. He just can't read that expression.
I talked to him. We used to be close friends. I was
He
bored.
says, "Oh, were you part of the Chilaxi Navy as well?" Yes, I defected with the Admiral.
Which admiral?
Why, Admiral Aronnax Endymion, of course. Most of the members of Task Force Rising Serpent defected after that.
Well, you see, I was a member, but I was more of a prisoner.
He says, "I see. So you were taken prisoner by the pirates, and eventually they let you free."
And I
Well,
was taken prisoner by you.
he says, "I'm sorry, what?" And he gets like a weird look on his face. And he's like, "Sally, stay behind me. This gentleman is deranged. We're going to go now."
How
And
about
he starts
no?
moving backwards away from you. He's like, "You stay away from me."
I say, sir, you tortured me for 10 years. And I see you have a child. I'm willing to let it go if you apologize.
He
Just-
just keeps backing up, and he's
While
like,
they're
"Sally?"
having this exchange, can I just subtly walk into an alley, vanish, and then come up behind him?
Yes.
I
So-
do that.
He's like looking around, and he's like, "Guards, guards, harbor patrol," and you notice that you're in the, you're in the let's say Callistrian part of town where the guards are not so prevalent as they've been bribed away by the temple.
I said, sir, that won't help you because this is my side of town. You can deny it on you won't. You can do this the easy way, you can do this the hard way.
You get
And I like the
1
hard
million badass points for being like, "This is my side of town. You just walked into the Callistrian district, bitch."
So we can do this the easy way, we can do this the hard way. I
So
don't mind
he
doing the hard way.
continues to back away from you, and keeps
I'm
his
standing
daughter
behind him now, fully visible.
You're sitting behind him. So when
I'm behind-
you reappear behind him, he's
Fully
like,
visible.
"Oh, thank goodness! Are you the harbor patrol?" He like reaches a hand out
No.
towards you. "Please take my daughter before this crazy man hurts her."
Actually, that's my friend.
I look at the
Oh, hi, sir.
girl.
I'll escort your
It's like-
daughter to safety.
Sorry, what was that?
Yeah, you broke up. So Kamakiri, what were you saying as well?
I don't want to see the little... Whatever Asus is about to do to this man, I don't want the little girl to see that. Like,
Like, me personally, oh yeah, Ferris
Come
is
on.
taking the little girl off.
let's see.
So I mean,
Yeah,
when
well, that was my
Kamakiri,
intention,
you're
too.
basically like, "That guy's my ally." He just like pulls his daughter away from.
No,
all
no,
of
no.
you.
I didn't
No,
say
but
that loud.
Dom
There's some-
said that. Aces said that you were his ally.
But he's
Oh.
between him and the girl now. Because he appeared right between them.
I
And
thought you
Ferris
said you
just,
appeared behind them.
Yeah, I'm behind them.
Yeah.
yeah, which of the girls behind him, right?
Yes.
So
I mean,
it's like,
he's
I
holding the
would've-
girl's hand. There's no way to be in between them.
I mean, I would have happily just gotten the girl some, like, a lollipop or something. Like, come on,
Okay,
I'm not
is
taking
that-
you
So,
away
well,
from
yeah,
this.
wait.
Kamakiri, are you trying
Little
to take the
girl.
girl away from Big Head Burton?
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
he
not a good
basically
idea.
said, "Take my daughter away from this." I feel like
Right,
he's.
but
If he
then,
said- wait a minute,
then
if he said
Aces
that-
immediately said, "That's my ally," and so now he's trying to pull the girl again away from both of you.
but the way that I understand it, I thought he was between
Alright.
the girl and the guy. That's what I thought, that he already had the girl, like, separated.
Not
If that
quite
was-
yet.
If that
We'll
was
see.
the case,
if,
I wouldn't have said anything.
if Kamakiri wants to grab the girl, he can certainly make the attempt. Is that
Okay.
something you want to do?
Yeah, that's why I wanted to do the
Not
You
gonna-
want to pull the girl away?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna pull the girl away.
Gonna
There's
offer
no
a piece of
reason.
candy.
What will you do then?
I'll just stand there menacingly.
Okay. So, Ferris, you're saying something about getting the girl to safety. He, like, whips out a wicked-looking kukri, and it's got, like, little purple flecks of light coming off of it. It's very obviously magical. He's like, "Stay back! All of you! I'm calling for the guards!"
There is no guards here, sir.
He just starts shrieking. He's like, "Help! Help! insane person trying to take my daughter.
Non-lethally punch him in the
death,
face.
murder, and like people are starting to look at you guys now. There's like 5 of you surrounding one guy with a little girl, and he's going nuts.
You know what?
We
I'm
should have
just
gone
gonna
and
let
had a
it.
bar fight.
I'm just gonna let it go.
You gonna let it go?
Well,
That's not
here's the
very
thing.
Callistrian of you.
Well, here's the thing. If I kill him right now, the little girl's gonna see this.
Yeah.
Like the guy killed my father.
Yeah.
Like the guy killed my father in front of me.
Yep.
Do I really want to put that little girl through my crap and my issues?
That sounds pretty Callistrian to me, but what do I know?
I
He
think
does. Big Head Burton does have a kukri on him right now.
Oh, he pulled a knife out?
Yeah, he pulled out a big knife.
Okay, then I'm gonna zap him.
Okay. You're casting Cause Fear, Ferris?
Yes.
On who?
On the guy at the point that starts screaming.
Okay. All right. Okay, he makes a save. And he just starts screaming, like, they're casting magic on me! Will no one help me? And, like, at that point, Dom is also casting magic on him.
I do a
And
light
hits him
merge.
pretty solidly. And, like, dozens of people around you all start pulling out weapons.
Okay. I start speaking.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's the extra 4 to that damage. He's human.
So you're speaking. What are you saying?
Well, it's enthralled. So
Okay.
after one round of giving a talk about things coming back to bite you in the end and karma and some such, I need everyone in 160 feet to give me a will save.
Yeah, including your own party.
Yep.
Oh, that's not right.
I feel.
Okay, Big Head Burton and his daughter both fail.
Alright, it's a DC for the record.
Kamakiri fails.
It's a spell like that gives me a 20.
So anyone with more than 4 hit dice, so anyone over level 4, you remain aware of your surroundings and you are indifferent toward Ferris, but you're still unable to act.
Okay.
You sit there watching her and you're just like, I guess what she's talking about is important, but I don't really care that much. I just want to see what happens at the end. So basically what you normally do when Ferris starts talking.
No,
So just pretty
no,
normal
I mean, let's be
every day,
accurate.
yeah.
What they normally do is, start complaining and wandering off and doing stupid things.
So what was the DC on that again?
18.
18. Okay,
Alright.
so it seems like a bunch of people make it. The crowd
Yeah, I
all
got a 20.
fails, but you could see in the distance beyond your wave, like there were a couple harbor patrolmen coming, and now that they see you casting the spell, and now everyone's looking at you, they seem to be you see a guy gesturing for someone to bring crossbows up, and they start pointing them in your direction. But tell me what you're speaking of during your enthrallment.
Alright, I talk of the need to recognize past sins, and that the first step on the path of redemption is acknowledging that you have wronged someone.
Okay. Wow, I really want to make a sanctimonious joke here, but I'll pass. I'll let that one slide. And,
Well, pretty much I am ripping off books and his, creepy mentor.
okay, alright. Wow, this one viewer wants you guys to just murk the kid and the guy. Just murder them both.
Dude! No!
Yeah.
Not
Bad
the kid.
viewer.
Bad viewer.
Is that cat?
No, it's not. So, after about a minute of talking, Ferris, you see people, waving towards you. It's harbor patrolmen. There's, 3 of them. They all have crossbows. They're pointing towards you. And they're just stop casting magic immediately. Surrender.
I look at them, I make a circling gesture at the father and daughter, and I make a circling gesture at the two, and then I push my hands as if to say separate them.
Make a bluff check. If the daughter grows up, she's gonna get you guys. The circle of revenge is now complete.
28 bluff.
Oh yeah, they understand your hidden message, and they shrug their shoulders, and I guess they send up like a dancing lights or something. It's like 3 red diamonds, and another unit of harbor patrolmen appear from the south, outside the range of your spell after about 3 minutes, and one of the guys gives you a big thumbs up, like he's ready to move in.
All right, I break off my spell, and they spend the next
1d4 rounds discussing it or something.
Yep.
So like everyone's like, well, that was bullshit. She sounds like a soup witch. Someone's like, you shut your mouth. Glenda's a good woman. And a harbor patrolman come running in. They're all tossing smoke grenades everywhere. They're like, everyone, break it up, break it up. And like 3 guys run in to move between the rest of you and the little girl and Big Head Burton. And they're like, we're taking these folks into custody. We're going to need statements from everyone here. Can someone tell me what happened? And strolling into the area with his pistols out, you notice that walking out of the smoke like the 100% badass he is, it's Sadok Goldtooth. He's like, oh, it's you again. And he looks toward Genji. He's like, arrest this man immediately.
I'm still disguised, aren't I?
Are you?
I'm pretty sure
Alright.
I would have disguised myself in the morning.
Alright. I'll accept that. Alright, so he points toward the rest of you. He's like, arrest all of them. Arrest them all. They're known troublemakers. I'm going to find that little ninja and I'm going to make him pay. You guys doing anything?
You guys know what my answer is, but
I don't like the sound of dungeon. You guys think you can find your own way out? Or...
I technically can, but I kind of don't want to
So
distract
you guys are like
people.
talking about this right in front of him. He starts loading his pistols.
Peacefully.
Well, waiting for the handcuffs, sir.
Alright, so they start pulling out manacles. They're like, we were really going to manacle you, but I guess if you want it.
I'm like, I'm willing to call it said is good.
Well, would someone pull a knife on you? I'm just saying.
So Big Head Burton is like, I'm not pressing any charges.
You mean
just-
you got person charges?
just
You
keep them
tortured
away
me
from
for
me.
10 years!
shush, 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 shush.
He's like, keep them away from me. They tried to hurt my daughter. Especially watch that sneaky one right there. He keeps pointing at Kamakiri. This is
Who,
where you
me?
throw the ninja under the bus. Who would be a fantastic time.
Honestly, we were just trying to have a simple discussion.
So, they take a couple minutes, interrogate the crowd, try to figure out what happened. With him saying he's not pressing any charges, there's nothing to charge you guys with, except for, disturbing the public, which is basically everyone.
Every day, yeah.
Yeah. And so, Sadok pulls Ferris aside. He's like, now listen here. You know that I am the administrator of the captain's test for free captaincy. And next time you arrive, I want you to make sure you have that ninja's butt on a platter for me, or you're never going to pass your test. You understand me? I want his butt, and I want it on a platter.
So you like butts?
He says, I want that butt so much.
Can I hear this?
Yeah.
All right, we can do it with a little apple as garnish.
He's like, I don't know what the apple is in this metaphor, but yes. If you want to stick an apple in his butt, I will accept it. Yeah, I understand, but since you're putting an apple in his butt in the metaphor, it just gets really weird. So talking to Sadok right now is like talking to someone from Top Gun, where they're always just like, "I want their butts now. Get Maverick and Goose in my office."
Yeah.
So he's like that guy.
So basically, he's every police department chief in cheesy cop movies from the 80s.
Yes. If sunglasses were a thing, he would be wearing them right now. Remember,
which
he
one of you is
actually
the
is the
rookie and
police
which one
chief.
is a week from retirement?
Yeah, he is the police chief here, basically. So
Hey, question. While they're talking, can I just kind of wander off since there's no charges?
yes, I suppose so.
I go
Right.
into
Now that
a
we've
alley.
resolved the Kamakiri's butt on a bladder thing, you're all free to go. So
Well, I go to the alley and I probably turn to make sure no one see me. I turn to bird form
okay,
as a wild shape, and I kind of trail the guy.
you're trailing Big Head Burton.
Yeah, from the rooftops.
Okay, can you make a survival check?
Yes, I can.
I'll give you a +10 because you have an aerial view on this.
Okay, survival. He's human. Plus 23. Let me see. Yeah, plus
Oh, with a
23.
+23, don't even bother making the check. Yeah, you easily follow him to the outskirts of the town, like south outwardly. He lives in like a little hut with like a short wife who just looks very Mwangi, like a polyglot speaker, and you know he's got a little daughter, and it seems like he kind of lives as a subsistence farmer now. You know.
So out in the middle of nowhere where there's no bodyguards, right?
Yes.
Perfect.
Okay.
Okay, I kind of just eye out the area and like look him over. Hmm.
And then
I
you
could-
drop one of those poops on him. Range touch attack.
Nope, I'm actually gonna hit him with a lightning arch
Okay, go ahead.
because the fact that I can actually use spell-like abilities in bird form.
Okay. So you're just like flying around the sky. You like open your beak and a lightning bolt falls out, and you zap him, and he starts looking around the sky. I guess he doesn't really see you.
Oh, yeah,
How
I thought-
high are you?
I have to be within 30 feet.
Oh, so you're actually flying really low. He's just like, what the fuck?
That does. Oh yeah, that's a +4 to that too. I forgot he's human.
Okay. So
And
you know
point-
he's just like lightning bolt. What?
Oh yeah,
There's
+1
no
for point
clouds out
blank.
today. His wife's just like, oh dear, you probably just got static shock from the rug or something. Stop wearing your good socks out to town.
My bad. That's 14. I forgot.
His
point.
daughter's just like, Dad, you're such a nerd. I freaking hate you.
Never heard that before.
Are you doing anything else? Or are you going to continue dive bomb harassing him with lightning bolts?
I will keep doing that.
Okay, so he like gets out a broom and tries to shoot your way. If you want to knock him out or kill him here, there's basically nothing he can do to stop you.
Hmm. No, I'm not. I'm just saying every time I come in town, he will be my chew toy just to play with him and annoy the
Okay.
hell out of him.
So
Because you know
he's like-
why?
He's like, what foul god has sent you, devil bird, that you will torment me with your lightning shocks?
Caw! Flies away. That is the way Callista do it.
I'll
Torch-
find you, druid. If it's the last thing I'll do, I'll find you. And I'll carve your fingernails out. And it just gets really quiet. And at the last second, you hear someone just like, oh, Dad, you're such a dork.
That's my new habit. That's Callista right there. Torture him every day I come in here and just keep doing that crap.
All right, does anyone have any other things to resolve before we move the game along?
Nope.
Kind
I
of
asked
want
Master
to
Scourge
deliver.
to give Chumley a pep talk about the bar.
I see. Dom, you'll actually get a +1 inherent bonus to a stat because you have found and resolved what you would like to do with Big Head Burton.
Well, think about it. Killing him would be too quick. Torching the hell out of him would be hilariously.
Yeah, that's why you're getting your +1 bonus. You have decided what to do with him.
Yay!
So you guys hop on your boat, and the journey's only going to take you about a day, I think. Let me look at the map, but I think it's only about 50 miles or
I
so.
kind of want to deliver myself to the harbor guy now, just for giggles.
Just for butts.
You just drop your
I won't
pants
do it.
here
Maybe when I
on
come
out.
back.
Oh, it's going to be a 2-day journey. So, midnight of the first day that you guys are out. So halfway through the journey, you're awakened in the middle of the night, Genji Kamakiri, and you get the following message. You recognize the sender of the message is Azelius Thrune, the man who once hired you. And it is 25 words or less. The message is, "My dear boy, I hear you are near Port Peril. Perhaps you will take the time to meet me in Hell's Harbor. See you soon." You can now reply to the message with 25 words or less.
On way to Hell's Harbor.
Okay?
Leave message in usual place for See
Okay.
you soon.
All right. Your message goes through. Do you have anything you want to share with the crew about receiving that message, or are we just going to skip ahead?
I'm gonna say I have business to attend to in Hell's Harbor, so I will be absent for a while.
Excellent.
And leave it at that.
All right. Now we get to the musical portion of today's show. Let me see if I got this correctly. I would like everyone to cue this up if you enjoy good music. Just start it and pause it immediately. It should be at like 1:22. I'll put this out there for the people watching in the stream. It's going to be very important for the music part as we come around the corner. And if everyone's got it loaded, I'll give it 30 seconds for the stream to catch up to this point.
Man, I'm still laughing over that part. It's like, that's the most creative torture I ever thought of. Just every day when I come to the town, just come by and just zap them. And it's going to be random time.
Lightning bolts. Eventually, he's going to buy one of those Alkenstar Gunworks 4713 LR specials.
Good thing my bird form shifts every time. It's going to be a different bird every time. You never know it's coming. All
right. So if everyone's got their music queued up, let us begin at 1:22. As you round the curve of land into Hell's Harbor, the sounds of the Chelish national anthem ring clearly across the ocean. Narrow-frame reinforced ships with concealed gun ports sail gracefully across the glass-smooth waters. One of these red-sailed ships pulls away from the pack and begins approaching at high speed. In the distance, you see sailors aboard the red or black-sailed ships in full dress uniforms, singing along to the music. As a backdrop, the black and gray buildings of Hell's Harbor, all hard lines and sharp edges, rise ominously, the glint of their corrugated metal and steel shining in the daylight. On board the approaching vessel, you notice all the officers wear pure black uniforms, with a red double V on the right shoulder. They begin hauling up signals and waving at you from across the bay as they approach, with the music and the lyrics growing even louder. You can stop the national fake anthem of Russia now. Hopefully you enjoyed that little interlude.
I like that.
So what would you guys like to do? This gunship is approaching you at high speeds.
Get no flags and request birth assignment.
Okay, they send up flags. Can you make a profession sailor check? Anybody that would like to can make profession sailor. But, yeah, Sifri,
natural one.
You can't read the flags. You've not seen this combination before.
Still hungover.
Ferris, you don't know
Sorry,
exactly
what's
what
the
they
check?
say, but it's profession sailor. It seems to say something like customs officials board, heave to, lay out a line, something like that. Oh yeah, Adam, you read it perfectly. It's like incoming customs vessel, heave to immediately, prepare to be boarded, routine inspection.
Eve too.
Okay. They sail next to you. They seem to have a bit of a problem. Like, you see the guy at the wheel goes too far past you. There's too much wind power behind them. And the sailing master standing behind him is just like, "You have embarrassed the Hell Fleet. For the final time, Recruit Jensen. Bring this ship around and prepare to accept punishment on the forward lashings." And they bring the ship back around. And then they take the guy who's at the wheel and just start, like, lashing him right in front of you. And a man with one of the black double V uniforms steps over, and he's everything you might expect out of, like, a fire and brimstone Puritan preacher. So, like, starched black clothing, dark eyes, like, short black hair, everything's perfectly in place, and he just looks around at you with a look of disdain, and he's like, "Who is the captain of this vessel?"
I am.
"Attention, Captain. I will need you to submit your formal paperwork for entry into Hell's Harbor. What is the name of your ship?"
The Shining Dolphin.
I see. And your name?
Captain Ferris.
I see. Yes. And then he's like, "Smile at Captain." He like makes a check mark and then turns towards you and like goes like this. "Captain Ferris, what is the purpose of your visit to this place?" "Captain, what is the purpose of your visit?"
Print record for the crew.
"Very well, so I'll put that down for business. Do you have any affiliations you would like to claim?"
Trying to remember. Do they like the Aspis Consortium? Who's all at war with who?
You can certainly make a knowledge local check to see if you know.
Local.
Hey, knowledge local.
Plus,
Anybody else have knowledge local?
is this?
Yeah, I have knowledge local.
It was human based.
Okay, so we have a flashback to like last night, where just at dinner time in the officer's cabin, where Maelstrom mentions that the Aspis Consortium get like first clientele basis, like they have approved status in Hell's Harbor, and they get right of way on any shipping and stuff like that.
I play my Aspis Consortium badge.
And he says, "Ah, excellent. You're a member of the Aspis Consortium. Smile at customer." "Do you have any contraband goods that you would like to claim?"
No contraband today.
He makes a check mark. Smile at customer. Haha, that was a test. He keeps like going down the list. He's like, "Not that one." "What is your expected length of stay?"
1 week.
Excellent. And then he goes, "Would you mind submitting to a routine inspection of your vessel? It should be noted that this is entirely voluntary and will not reflect upon you." Smile at customer.
That is acceptable.
He says, "Very well." And he's like, "Achtung, shock troopers, begin boarding policy." And like a dozen guys start swinging across to your ship from like they were hidden in the crow's nest, and like they completely just start monkeying around everywhere, and are like tossing things over and like looking your crew members over and like grabbing stuff, and they're extremely rude about it and completely ruthless. And he's like, "This will only take a few minutes."
I gestured to one of my crew members to bring out a nice cocktail and a plate of fruit while we wait.
Oh, I see. Excellent. Are you offering any to the customs official?
But of course.
Ah, okay. So, like, he takes the fruit. He won't drink any cocktail, but he eats the fruit. He's like, "Yes, this fruit is delicious.
Smile at
Smile at the customer.
He's like, have you paid taxes within 1 year?